Your Samsung Galaxy phone is way more powerful than you think. There are hidden features on your phone right now that most people never even find. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys 18 hidden Samsung Galaxy features that your phone has had this whole time. So let's not waste any more time and get right into the video. And we're starting things off with the ability to create an edge color lighting effect that will match the color of the application where the notification came from. And to show you what I mean, you can have your phone look like this every time somebody sends you a message from WhatsApp, or like this when someone sends you a message from Telegram. And the best part is you can do this not only on an app by app basis, but also create edge lighting color effects for specific contacts. Now to set this up, all you need to do is go into your phone settings, swipe to notifications, select notification pop-up style, and go into lighting effect color by keyword. Now you can see I've already set up a couple of these for myself, so anytime I get a message from WhatsApp or a couple of my contacts, this is the color of my edge lighting effects. But to create your own, all you need to do is just tap into here and write out the name of the application that you want to set this up for. Then just tap the plus button to add it, and then you can tap on the color circle right here to change it to any color that you want. Now Telegram is blue, so we're going to set this to blue, but of course you can select whatever color that you want. And that's it, you're all set up. Now anytime you get a message from these applications, you will get an edge lighting effect that will match the color that you selected. And if any of these contacts messages you from within those apps, it will actually override it and match the color of the specific contact. So now you'll always know who's messaging you or what application you're getting a notification from. Now, if you're somebody like me and you like to keep your notification panel nice and clean and you're always swiping away any notifications that you get, but sometimes you might get a notification that might be important and you actually need to get to it, but you just don't have time to do it right now. Maybe you're driving or you're not at home. Well, instead of swiping that notification away, here's a cool Galaxy setting that you need to enable. Go back to your phone's notification settings, and in here, we're gonna go to advanced settings this time, and you'll see an option here for show snooze button. And when you enable this, you will now have an option to snooze your notifications. So now if you ever get an important notification, but you just don't have time to get to it right now, instead of swiping it away, you can snooze that notification for a specific amount of time and it will disappear from your notification panel. But after that time passes, it will come back to you and remind you about it again, hopefully when you have time to get to it. But if you don't, you can always just snooze it again. Oh, and by the way, you guys are always asking me about the wallpapers on my phone. So what I did was took all my wallpapers that you guys love and I put them into a Google Drive, and I'm sharing it with you guys for free because I'm a nice guy like that. And all you need to do to get access to this drive is to go over to my Instagram, follow me and DM me wallpaper, and I'll be sure to send you guys a link. Now here's a really cool hidden Galaxy feature that has to do with the fingerprint scanner, because what I can do is when I unlock my phone with my main right thumb, it will just go ahead and unlock my phone normally. But if I unlock my phone with my left thumb, you can see that it will unlock my phone and immediately go into Netflix. And this can definitely be really useful to take some quick actions directly from your lock screen. Maybe you got kids who like to watch Netflix. Instead of having to unlock your phone, go looking for the app and opening it up, you can do it all directly from your lock screen. Now to do this, you will need the Good Lock application, so go ahead and open it up, and then in here, look for the Routines Plus module, and you'll see something called Fingerprint to Website. Now in here, in the If section, go ahead and select a fingerprint profile. So I'm going to use Fingerprint 3 because that is my left thumb, but you can select whichever one that you want. Then tap Done. Now in the Then section, you can actually go to a specific website, so you can type out the URL down here, but if you want to open up an app like I did, just hit cancel, hit on the edit pencil right here, remove the section, then tap on the plus, go down to where it says apps, and then go to open an app or do an app action. And in here, you'll see a list of all of the applications that you have installed on your phone. And what's really cool about this is not only can you open up a specific app, but you can even take an app action. So for example, let's say that we want to open up a specific WhatsApp conversation. Well, we can go to our WhatsApp section right here, and you can see we can select any specific conversation that we want. So maybe I want to open up the WhatsApp conversation with my dad. Just go ahead and select your conversation, save this routine, tap Done, and that's it, you're all set up. Now, anytime that I unlock my phone with that fingerprint profile that I selected, it will unlock my phone and go directly into that WhatsApp conversation with my dad. Now, if you ever feel like something on your Galaxy phone just isn't working properly, you can actually run a self-diagnostic to have your phone check all the hardware on the phone to see if there's anything wrong. Now to do this, what you want to do is go into your phone settings, swipe down to device care, and down at the bottom, you'll see an option for diagnostics. tap into here and select phone diagnostics, and now your phone will run through the entire checklist to check if everything is working properly. And here you can see all of the things that your phone will test. And if your phone runs through the diagnostic and finds any issues, it will report it back to you, and you will know if anything is not working properly. Now here is a Galaxy setting that I suggest every Galaxy owner enable, because if you deal with a lot of spam calls, this can definitely help you out. And all you need to do is tap on your phone app right here, go to the three dots up here, select settings, and right there where you see it says caller ID and spam protection, enable this feature and then enable block spam and scam calls. And now what will happen is anytime that somebody calls you on your phone, it will run that phone number through the HIA service, and if that number comes up as a scam caller or a spam number, that call will be completely blocked and not go through to you at all. Now keep in mind that this is not going to block out 100% of spam calls, but after enabling it, I've definitely noticed an improvement. So if you're somebody who deals with spam calls and you just want to maybe tone it down a little bit, definitely give this feature a try. Now, pretty much everything about us is on our phone. Our photos, videos, important memories, messages, everything lives on our phone. And if you are not taking regular backups of your phone, I highly suggest you start doing that, because if you ever lose, break your phone, or somebody steals it, you're gonna lose all of your important memories. But if you don't want to upload all of your sensitive personal information to the cloud, you can actually back up your phone to an SSD and keep it safe at home. And to do that, what we're going to do is go into our phone settings, swipe down to accounts and backup, and we're going to select external storage transfer. And now all you need to do is just plug in your external SSD into your phone. And once it shows up, just select it and your phone will search for all of the data to back up on your phone. And once it finds all the data on your phone, you can see that you have an option of what you can back up. So you can do everything, just your calls, contacts, or messages, or even a custom backup where you can select specifically which apps that you want to back up and which apps maybe you don't want to back up. So you can go through this if you want. Now, I would obviously suggest that you back up everything, but once you make the selection, all you gotta do now is just sit back and allow your phone some time to back everything up. And then when it's done, you'll see the results. If everything was successful, tap next, and that's it. You're all set. You can now disconnect your SSD, and all of your personal data is now stored on this SSD, safe at home. And of course, in the future, if you ever lose your phone or it gets stolen or you need to restore all of your data, all you need to do is just plug this SSD back into your Samsung phone, tap external storage transfer, and you'll see any backups that it has on this SSD will be identified automatically, and you can go ahead and select it and transfer everything over to your new phone. And the best part about this is this will be an encrypted backup. So if anybody ever manages to steal your SSD or you just lose it, you don't need to worry about anyone being able to back up all of your personal data to their phone, because it will be encrypted under your Samsung account. So have no fear and start backing up your data. Now, have you ever been in a situation where somebody wants to use your Samsung phone to maybe watch a Netflix movie or a YouTube show, but you don't want them to be able to exit that app and go snooping through all your personal data? Well, there's an amazing setting on your Galaxy phone that you need to know about that will help fix this problem. And all you need to do is go into your phone settings, tap on the search bar and look for app pinning. And right there, you'll see an option that says allow apps to be pinned. Go ahead and enable this. And what you'll be able to do now is pin any app to the display of your phone. So let's say somebody wants to use the YouTube app on your phone to watch some YouTube videos. Well, all you need to do is just open up the YouTube app for them, go into the background tasks, tap on the icon, and you'll see an option right there that says pin this app. And when you tap on it, the YouTube app will now be pinned to your display. So now you can hand your phone over to whoever wants to use it, and they can do whatever that they want within the YouTube app. They can scroll around, watch YouTube videos, but they will not be able to leave the app by swiping from the bottom or from the side or even going into your notification panel, because this app is pinned. And as soon as they're done using your phone and they give it back to you, if you want to unpin the app, all you need to do is just swipe up from the bottom and hold. It will ask you to authenticate with your fingerprint, PIN, or password. And as soon as you do, you can see that the app is now unpinned and you can go back to using your phone. All right, now if you're somebody who likes to use split screen multitasking on your Galaxy phone, and maybe there's two apps that you like to use together often, well, instead of having to relaunch them every single time, you can add them as a favorites pair to your home screen and quickly launch them next time you want to use them. So let's say, for example, you like to use Chrome and you like to split screen this with something like Instagram. And these are two apps that you use very often together. Well, what you can do is tap on the middle three dots right here, and you'll see a little star icon right here that when you select it, you can now add this to your home screen. And now when you close this app pair, if you ever want to come back in the future and use it again, you will see it saved on your home screen, and all you need to do is just tap on it and it will relaunch both of those together. So now you don't have to go ahead and do it every single time. Now, next is a setting that I suggest everybody enable just to keep yourself safe, because you never know what can happen. And with phone theft on the rise, you definitely want to keep yourself safe. So what we're going to do is go into our phone settings, swipe down to security and privacy, go to lost device protection, theft protection, and make sure to enable theft detection lock. And now what will happen is your phone will use the sensors built into it to sense that if your phone is ever abruptly taken out of your hand and then the person starts running away, it will automatically lock your screen. So now, even though you might have lost your phone, at least they will not be able to access all of your personal data on your phone. Now, I love watching YouTube videos and movies on my Galaxy phone. And if you're somebody who consumes a lot of media as well, there's a really cool setting that you should enable that will make the viewing experience even better. So what you want to do is go into your phone settings, swipe down to advanced features, and in here, look for video brightness and set it from normal to bright. And now what your phone will do is anytime that you open any of these apps, your phone will temporarily increase the screen brightness and make colors more vibrant when watching videos. And the moment that you're done watching and you leave these apps, it will go back to normal. So now you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting the best viewing experience when watching shows, and you're getting battery saving when you're not. So definitely go ahead and enable this. Now, if you are ever traveling with somebody on an airplane, or maybe you're going on a road trip and you want to listen to the same music or watch the same shows from your Galaxy phone, you can actually pair multiple Bluetooth devices to your phone and enjoy the experience together. And to achieve this, all you need to do is just turn on both of the Bluetooth devices and pair them to your phone. So if I go into my Bluetooth settings, you're going to see that both of these devices are already here and they're both paired. So now what you can do is start playing any song that you want from something like Spotify. And now if you just swipe down for your media player, you'll see a button up here for media output. You can select this and pair this to all of the Bluetooth devices that are connected to your phone. So I'm going to tap on the Beats Studio right here. And now the music will play out of both of these devices and you can enjoy the music together. Now, this next setting is one that a lot of people don't know about, but can definitely be useful, because if you ever get a notification from your phone and you get that little pop-up at the top, but by the time you take your phone out of your pocket to look at the notification or interact with it, it's already gone. But if you want to keep those notifications around longer just so you can actually get to it, well, there's a cool setting on your Galaxy phone that you can change to have that notification stick around just a little bit longer. So in our phone settings, we're going to go down to accessibility, go to interaction and dexterity, and look for time to take action, and it will be set to default, but you can change it from 10 seconds all the way up to 2 minutes. So go ahead and select however much time that you want that notification to stick around, and now you'll actually have some time to get to it before it disappears. Now, this wouldn't be a proper Galaxy video if we didn't touch on AI, and there's a really cool built-in AI feature on your Galaxy phones that you probably don't know about, because what you can do is slow down any footage that you filmed on your Galaxy phone, even if you didn't shoot for slow motion. So this is a video that I took at medieval times, and I did not shoot this for slow-mo, but if I long press on the video, it will use AI to fill in frame by frame all the missing pieces and slow this footage down, almost as if I actually shot it in slow-mo. And the best part about it is, as soon as I let go, you will see that you can actually save the slow-mo version of this clip to your camera roll. And this will work with any video that you shot. So the next time somebody tells you that AI features are useless, go ahead and show them this one. And while we're on the topic of slow motion video, you might already know that on your Galaxy phone, if you open up your camera, go to the video tab, you can shoot 4K 60 FPS video. So if you're going to slow down footage, you can slow it down twice when shooting in 60 FPS. But if you want to slow down your video up to 4 times and get buttery smooth footage, there's actually a secret hidden setting in your camera that will allow you to do this. And all you need to do is tap more, go to Pro Video, and now in here, you can see that we have an option for 4K up to 120 Hertz. And this will allow you to slow down your footage up to 4 times to get some nice buttery smooth slow motion footage straight out of your phone. Alright, now if you are somebody who has two phones or two SIM cards because maybe you have one line for your professional and work life and another one for your personal life, you no longer need to carry two phones on you because you can do everything from your one Galaxy device. And to show you what I mean, we're going to go into our phone settings, swipe down to advanced features, and in here, look for something called dual messenger. And in here, you'll see all of your compatible messaging apps that you have installed on your phone that you can clone. So what I can do is clone my WhatsApp application, I can clone my Facebook application or my Telegram application, and now my phone will install a clone of these applications. So let's use Telegram as an example. Now that I've installed a clone of this app, if I go and search for Telegram on my phone, you're going to see that there's two versions of this app, one that's original and the clone one that has this little blue icon on the bottom right. So again, if you have a work line and a personal line, you can clone all of these apps and log into them and use them all with your separate SIMs and accounts, all from your one Galaxy phone. Now this next one is a really useful hidden Galaxy setting that a lot of people don't know, but if you ever take a screenshot of a website, so you can see right here, I have this instant pulled pork recipe, and this is a screenshot that I took of how to prepare this meal. Now, if you ever took a screenshot and maybe you didn't get the whole entire thing, or you missed something, or you just want to go back to the website to reference more information, but you don't remember what website you got this from, well, you don't have to remember because your phone will remember for you. And all you need to do is tap on the screenshot and you'll see an option here that says go to source, that when you tap on it, like magic, it takes you back to the website of where you took that screenshot from. Now, a lot of you guys are always asking me in my videos, how am I able to fit more icons down here in my favorites bar? Because by default, Samsung only allows you to fit 5 icons here, but you can see that I have 7 and I can even fit up to 9. Now, if you want to do this as well, it's actually super simple. All you need to do is go into your GoodLock application, look for the Home Up module right over here, tap home screen, and right here where it says favorites max count, you can set this from 5 all the way up to 9. So go ahead and select whatever you want, tap apply, and now you can take whatever applications that you want and drag them down here into your favorites bar for some quick and easy access. But now that you guys know some of these amazing hidden Galaxy settings that your phone had this whole time, check out this video right here if you want to know some of the best quality of life settings I suggest everybody enable in order to make using your phone a better experience. But that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.